guys, so for breakfast I'm going to try a recipe from this book, the McDougall program. Yeah, look how young he looks here. I don't know, I'm getting a glare, but wow. Okay, so this is the one I'm going to do. Where is it? Yeah, it's like yellowish, the papers, because that's how old it is. Okay, so the hot breakfast quinoa is what I'm going to make. This seems really easy, really simple. Quinoa, water, apples, raisins. I'm not a huge raisin fan, but I do have some raisins. Just debating if I'm going to put it in. Cinnamon, and then some soy milk or rice milk. I do have both of those, I believe. Or you can add fruit juice, so like apple juice or whatever I guess would go with it. I did try his oatmeal with the apple juice, and that was really good. So maybe that's an option. I don't know what I'm going to do. He gives a lot of options, so I don't know. But yeah, really simple. And this is going to be such a nutritious breakfast because the quinoa. And I do want to hit the gym. So when I get back, I think this is the perfect thing to have because I don't like to eat too much. I just have something very light before I go. So this will actually be really nice when I get back in. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, I have rinsed my quinoa and I'm doubling the recipe because it says half a cup. Sorry, I'm just leaning over to see what the recipe is. Half a cup of quinoa. But I want to double it because then I have extra for work for tomorrow. So I have 1 cup of quinoa and I rinsed it like crazy. Quinoa seems a little bit rough on my tummy sometimes, so I have to rinse it like crazy in order to eat it. So I let this rinse for quite a while. Now I'm going to pop it into the pot with the liquid and then just follow the recipe according to the book. And it says rinse well. Yes, I definitely did that. And then place in saucepan with water. So I'm going to do that. Bring to a boil, reduce heat and simmer for 5 minutes. Add in the remaining ingredients and simmer until the water is absorbed. So top with rice milk or fruit juice at the end. So that's that. Gonna throw that in with some water and get it going. Gonna put in the water. 1 cup of water. Oh, actually, because I'm doubling it, it's gonna be 2 cups. Okay. Okay, it says bring to a boil and then reduce heat, simmer for 5 minutes. Then we're going to add the remaining ingredients. So let's get that going. Sorry, help if I put the right one on. Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay, so just debating if I should use the other burner, to be honest. Maybe we will, because this one's going to be faster. Let's move her over. Move you over too. Okay, so we're going to put on the big burner. Normally I'd make this in a smaller pot, but this is the only pot that I have available right now, so that's what I'm rolling with. And yeah, just going to bring that to a boil. Going to find the lid and put the lid on just to quicken the process. And that's pretty much it. Okay, I will overdrink coffee if I make the pot, so I'm going to actually just do the little cups. This is a French vanilla one. Yes, it's flavored. I try to get the ones that are compostable, at least, and not all plastic, but I'm just rolling with what I have right now. I just need a coffee, so yeah. It's just gonna have to do for now. And then I do have to put in an order for more of the Keurigs. The compostable ones I find don't taste plasticky, but I mean, this whole system is probably not healthy. We already know that, but when you're in a pinch, and especially when you're trying to cut down on coffee like me, a single serving is perfect. So I'm just doing that. Okay, so this is boiling. We are going to reduce that heat and let it simmer. She's boiling quite a bit. So yeah, gonna reduce that, let it cook up a bit, and then, like the recipe said, we'll add in the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so She's hot. Let's see what she looks like. That's what she looks like. Sorry guys, it's kind of dark. I like to be in the dark. There's a fun fact for you. I don't really like the lights on unless I really need them. So I have just the light from the window coming in. It's good enough for me. So the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of apple. I am doubling it. I'm probably putting a little bit more, to be honest, but I don't want to waste a little bit of an apple. So that's going in. And then 1/4 cup of raisins. So like I said, I'm not a huge raisin fan. So I'm only going to put a little bit. Like, I'll eat them, but like I think that's fine. Again, doubling the recipe. Okay, more than enough. Okay. Then, sorry, all the crinkling. Cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, that's not going to be enough for me. I like a lot of cinnamon, so I'm going to go ahead and add more. And then quarter cup, if I was doing half the recipe, remember I'm doubling it, of soy milk, rice milk, or fruit juice. Okay, so let's give this a mix. I'm going to go ahead and add apple juice just because I have a little bit that I'm trying to use up. Sorry, you can hear the cat going through the cat door. Okay, so now there's no sweetener in here because the apples are going to sweeten it. I'm adding a little bit of that apple juice, so that's going to sweeten it. Okay, so now it's just going to cook down until the rest of the liquid is gone. There's not much in here, to be honest. And then it says you can top it with milk or the fruit juice, whatever you want, or just eat it as is. So I think I'm just going to have it like this. Maybe like a little drizzle of the soy milk, because I like soy because it has a higher protein content. But we'll see how I feel. Maybe a little splash, and that's it. So this is perfect because this is going to really fuel me after my workout. Because then after the gym, I'll come home, I'll eat, fuel up, and then I'm going to go for my long walk. So I usually do at least 1 hour a day of walking. But yesterday I did like an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes. Because really I have to enjoy the rest of this really nice weather before the real cold comes. So I am trying to get in a lot of extra steps. Haven't been wearing my tracker, but I'm probably around like over 20,000 steps easily. But I've been wearing just my regular watch. So yeah. Gonna wait for that to cook for a few minutes. It smells amazing, by the way, if you want your house to smell really fall themed and delicious. Cozy vibes. This is a cozy vibe meal and it's super, super healthy. The quinoa is like, honestly, little powerhouses. And if you're trying to stay on track, if you're trying to lose weight, you want something that's going to make you feel really full, that way you're not going to be snacking on junk. Quinoa is one of those things that's going to keep you really full. So it's definitely something you should keep in your house. You can do a lot of recipes with it, savory and sweet. Most people think you just do savory, but you can definitely do sweet dishes like this. Okay, so This is actually just starting to stick to the bottom, so time to get it off. But it's perfectly cooked. Smells amazing, like I said. Yeah. Okay, so that is ready. It's going to be a really hearty, delicious breakfast. Look at that. Just bring it out more to the light. See if we can. Whew, she's steaming. Yep, it's going to be tasty. So if you wanted to, you could put a splash of the milk or whatever it is you want to do. If you want to do a splash of juice, you could, but I think milk would make it nice and creamy, or you can just eat it as is. So I doubled the recipe, like I said, so it gave me quite a bit. So this will give me extra for work tomorrow so that I don't have to worry about breakfast. Breakfast is ready to go for me. And yeah, that is basically it for this recipe. Super easy. So I didn't try it yet, but so far it's a winner. Okay, so I have my breakfast ready to go. It is in this little ramekin because I like these because it keeps it nice and warm. So yeah, perfect little size as well, super cute. I've had these for years, like I want to say, oh my gosh, maybe like 10 years for sure. And yeah, just have my milk in here, and I like my milk heated up. There's no way I'm putting cold milk on my hot cereal, so I'm just gonna drizzle that, and yeah, I am ready for an epic breakfast. It's gonna keep me full, satisfied, and yeah, it's like super nutritious. It's not that complicated as long as you keep things on hand that are really healthy, staple things. That way you can always turn to them to make different meals. That's the important part, is having those staples. Having the potatoes at home, having the rice at home, having the sweet potatoes at home, having the quinoa at home. These are staple things, and you can buy them in bulk so they won't cost $1 million. Especially like the dry grains like this, like you can buy a huge bag from Costco and it's going to last you for so long. You're going to be able to do, you know, quinoa in salads, quinoa in like super sweet dishes like this, like a breakfast. You can use it for so many different things. You know, you can pair it with pretty much anything. Like I said, I just really rinse it a lot because it bothers my tummy, because it's such a little powerhouse that, yeah, you do need to be a little careful and you got to make sure you rinse it well. But once you do that, you have this delicious grain that's going to keep you full and satisfied. And that is really important, because if not, you are going to turn to those undesirable foods. So yeah, I know it's not easy, but you know, something like this is really cozy and comforting, especially as the weather gets colder. So I feel like this is definitely a hit. I will make this recipe again. Dr. McDougall for the win. Okay, so I'm gonna just pour a little bit of my hot milk. There we go. Oh, it smells so good. Perfect. Okay. So time for breakfast. I'm gonna have this little bit just to try it and then head out, go do my weight training, and then get back in, maybe have a little bit more, and then get out for my long walk.